they are my life. I can't imagine a life without them. They give you warmth, they give you love, they give you reason to get up in the morning.
These 3 rescued wombats have found a friend in Judith Hopper. This might be a temporary home for Jinder, Kiara and Eka, but for Judy, these wombats will always live rent-free in her heart and mind.
What is it like living with wombats?
I actually like an elegant lounge room. Currently in my house, so this may come as a surprise to you. I like an elegant house. You can have an elegant house or you can have wombats.
But it's not just wombats. For the last 20 years, Judy's also cared for hundreds of flying foxes too. This is Ali, Judy's first rescue bat.
Flying foxes are just so intelligent. They're so personable. They look at you and they see an individual. It's nice to meet you. Now, where did you go to school? Where did you grow up? Now, what are your political beliefs and what's your religion? They're really into you.
You talk about them with such love, it's like they're your children.
They're part of my life, yes. No, I don't see them as children. I do see them as friends. They have their own quirks, just like any other person, furred or unfurred. Didn't like that one?
When it comes to humans, there's a strict hierarchy going on in this home.
Wombats and flying foxes, other wildlife, other animals, wildlife rehabilitators, and vets. The rest of the humans way down there.
Okay, but hang on, because last time I checked, I'm not a vet or a wildlife rehabilitator.
Well, you're interested.
So
okay, we'll have other wildlife people interested in wildlife and willing to be positive about them and regard them as
willing
something valuable.
Yes.
One of those rehabilitators is 17-year-old volunteer Eliza, who Judy has taken under her wing, no pun intended.
It seems pretty labour intensive. Like when we got here, you were holding one of the wombats and chasing it around as well. Is it fun?
Oh yeah, they become little buddies. You have to wake them up. I help with feeding and then I come out here and they just follow me around, give them a little run, just run down the yard and they chase after me.
It's wonderful to see young people becoming involved because you need the energy and the ability to learn.
Oh my gosh.
Although Judy truly loves it, it's not easy work. Like a human baby, this wombat Joey Finley means very little sleep.
He will be fed every 4 hours for some time to come. That's exhausting. You've got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You turn into a zombie after a while.
But by far, one of her hardest experiences was during the Black Summer bushfires. Judy had 300 flying foxes in her home.
I think on average I was getting 40 minutes sleep a day.
40 minutes sleep a night.
When I just couldn't keep my eyes open any longer.
But what about when the animal's rehabilitated and you go and you have to release them now? Where does that love go?
To the next animal. Like a human with a child, I suppose. Pride that they've got there, that they've overcome the odds and they've separated from you, they've learnt all their wild skills, they are what they're supposed to be and now they're out there coping.
Do they say thank you or is there a way for the animal to say thank you?
People will say, I released the possum and it ran up the tree and looked back to thank me. No, it didn't look back to see whether you're close enough to wee on.
That's me. I'm that person. I'm like, oh, it loves me. No? Okay.
But sadly, not all the creatures that find refuge at Judy's home survive.
How do you cope when you lose one?
That's pretty horrible. I lost a little wombat just recently, a week ago. He had starved. A member of the public had found him. Had him in care longer than they admitted, didn't feed him correctly, and by the time we got him it was too late. He was too far gone. It was devastating to lose this little creature that's alive and should have lived.
Fortunately, these guys are doing well and Judy hopes they'll be released in 6 months.
The little chubbiest sheepdog that you've ever seen.
Are you worried at all about what happens in the future for the wildlife?
I watch the loss of habitat going on around and it's terrifying. People say, would you like to live forever? No, I don't think I could cope with what I see coming. We're doing palliative care. That's what we're really doing. You know the story of the old man and the starfish? That's how I feel about my wombats.
What's that story?
There'd been a storm and a lot of starfish washed up on the beach and an old man's walking along the beach and he's picking up the starfish and throwing them back into the sea and a young guy comes along and he says, why are you doing that? There's thousands of them. What difference can you make? And the old man looks at the starfish he's holding and he says, yes, that's true, but I can make a difference to this one. And he throws it back in the sea.
Yeah, she feels everything so deeply and she cares so much for all of the wildlife, but especially her flying foxes. They are her particular favourite and they are so lucky to have her.
Yeah. You've not stopped talking about feeding that little wombat.
Finley! My little baby Finley. Oh my gosh, he was so cute, so cute. But also, I mean, what little greedy guts. He just like drinks all the time. He needs constant care, but so gorgeous.
Oh. Yeah.
I love. And also, I mean, the other wombats were cute too, but Finley.
The other one, yeah.
Finley was so cute.